honor having you here. And thank you for making me no longer the tallest person here. All right, our next speaker comes to us from the Stand With Trans organization. Would you please welcome Emme Zanotti.
Well, I knew I was going to be last when I came here. No one told me I was going to be speaking after our next lieutenant governor. So, and also, I don't think you're that tall. I don't think you're that tall. Yeah, modest height. So I think it's funny we're at a rally. We haven't done any kind of chant yet. So let's get that fired up. So I'm going to ask all of you how you're doing today, and I want you to say angry as hell. And I'm going to ask you what you're going to do about it, and I want you all to say vote. You ready for that? So how y'all doing today?
Angry as hell!
What are you gonna do about it?
Vote!
Do what?
Vote!
Do what?
Vote!
That's right, right on. Awesome. Well, great list of speakers today. Didn't know what I was gonna say. Kind of threw away the script now because everyone said everything I wanted to say. I was in Oak Park on Tuesday night at a interfaith vigil mourning the victims at the Tree of Life Synagogue in Pittsburgh, and also the victims of the grocery store shooting in Louisville, Kentucky, just outside of Louisville. The rabbi shared something very interesting at the end. I think it's an ancient, or not ancient, but a teaching on ethics in the Jewish religion, and it went like this. He said, "If I am not for myself, who will be with me?" And then he said, "But if I am only for myself, then who am I?" And finally, he closed it with, "And if not now, then when? If not now, then when?" So it's time. Tuesday's our time. We've been bitching, we've been complaining for 2 years, and Tuesday is our time now to stand up for yourselves, but also to stand up for the person next to you. To stand up for our whole community, but to also stand up for the people facing waves of anti-Semitism and racism. Now is our time to stand up. If you are sick and tired of having a governor who wants to sell your water for money, vote on Tuesday, because your time is now. If you are sick and tired of having a congressperson toasting champagne in the Rose Garden after trying to take away your right to affordable health care, well then vote on Tuesday, because your time is now. If you are sick of it, then vote on Tuesday. If you are sick and tired of having an attorney general who wants to sit there and instead of protect you, they want to file lawsuits that prevent you from access to affordable health care, lawsuits trying to prevent you from marrying the person you love, lawsuits to try to tell you that you are not an equal human being. If you are tired of that, then show up on Tuesday and vote, because your time is now. And finally, if you are sick of that guy sitting in our Oval Office, condoning anti-Semitism and racism, well, our black family and our Jewish family mourns and grieves, then it's time to vote. We know what we got to do on Tuesday. It's time to vote. And if you're sick of having an angry Twitter troll in our White House telling us that we aren't human, telling our transgender family that they're not worthy of bleeding for this nation's cause, all the while our transgender sisters of color are being laid down in the streets of this city, of this state, of this country, from Detroit to Jacksonville, to New Orleans, to Chicago, being laid down, but we're not worthy? We're not worthy, they're not worthy? Vote for them. Vote for the ones who aren't here. Vote for the ones who are still out there fighting that every day. That's who we have to vote for on Tuesday. Ourselves, each other, and we have to do it now. We have to do it right now. And the last thing I'll say, and this might not be popular with everyone, when we win on Tuesday, when we take back DC and Lansing and Michigan and our country, when we do it, if you truly defy what he stands for and what they stand for, then do it with grace. Win with graciousness and dignity. And as Jennifer pointed out earlier, winning's not the end game, it's the beginning. We then have to hold our leaders to account, whoever they are, Democrat or Republican or Green Party or Independent. We have to hold them to account, to govern with grace and dignity and humility and kindness and compassion and inclusion. No, we can't pelt them with oranges. That was the question up here in the front row. No, so govern with grace and dignity and humility, and that is how we defy what they stand for. You fight hatred with love, and we do it on Tuesday. So I'm going to ask you one more time before I leave the stage here, or in front of the stage. How are y'all doing today? And what are we going to do about it? That's right. And I still see Jim up here, and I'm happy he came. But Jim, please get back to the trail. We need you in office. So, all right. Thanks.